Bernie Sanders, he talks a lot about socialism, but he's a millionaire and he's made all his money thanks to capitalism. And so people love to talk about, how it's great to take from that 1 or 2% up top. But you ever notice they don't ever actually leave office, right? So they want to redistribute money, but they never redistribute the power. And so to me, that's a problem.
So you're running for Maryland's 7th District to replace Elijah Cummings?
Yep.
Okay, so what are the challenges that are before you? What change do you want to bring to Maryland, to specifically Baltimore, correct?
Yes. So right now we're dealing with a lot of blight, poor education system. I mean, basically, you name it, we're dealing with it. So I want to bring in not just transparency, but a little bit of accountability. So Baltimore City, you saw a lot of federal funds go into this area, especially after the riots in 2015. President Obama did a great thing by sending federal funds to the area. Congressman Cummings did a great thing by getting them to the area, but we still don't know where that money went. It was either squandered or stolen. Just this morning, our mayor was finally sentenced. She was indicted for tax evasion and conspiracy. She was sentenced today for 3 years, 3 months probation. We're happy about that. That's a win. But that's what's going on. We've got one-party rule. The Democrats have been in charge for a very long time. And in this seat in particular, in District 7, there hasn't been a Republican since 1953. So I'm looking to change that in April.
So how do you speak to the people in light of people like Bernie Sanders and the Socialist Squad? How do you speak to your people to get you to be the chosen member of Congress?
I basically say, do you want capitalism or socialism? They have to remember Bernie Sanders, he talks a lot about socialism, but he's a millionaire and he's made all his money thanks to capitalism. And so people love to talk about, how it's great to take from that 1 or 2% up top. But you ever notice they don't ever actually leave office, right? So they want to redistribute money, but they never redistribute the power. And so to me, that's a problem. And so I think what we really need to focus on is getting some new, fresh faces in Congress, somebody with some new ideas. If you look at anybody in the private sector, Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, a lot of these people would have retired by now. And to me, if you did a great job in Congress, you could have retired right back to your district because you could get a job in the private sector, but that's only if you did a good job on Capitol Hill. So I want to push term limits, something that's different from many Republicans. I'm actually for oral contraceptive birth control over the counter. I know in Baltimore City, we have a lot of young women that use Plan B basically as a birth control pill. That is dangerous. We have a lot of free clinics right now that give free pelvic exams. And so you could actually find out if a woman's a good candidate for these oral contraceptives by having them go to these free clinics. And then they can get this birth control over the counter. A lot of women right now, they're going to Planned Parenthood for the birth control pill. And I think this is a great way to maybe defund Planned Parenthood if we lessen the amount of women that actually need to depend on them.
Fabulous. And are you looking forward to versing the Socialist Squad in Congress? And I know that there's a conservative group of women that are coming up to be a conservative squad. Would you like to join in with them, to team up with them?
I would love to team up with anyone. But, I'm not to say that I'm tough or anything, but, you don't come to Baltimore looking for a fight. So I could take them on myself. They don't seem so tough. But, if I could be in a conservative squad, then great. That would be fun.
If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the bell to get notified when we publish a video. And while you're at it, why not head over to rebelnews.com and sign up for Rebel News Plus, where you can access our full-length videos. That's rebelnews.com.